So sweet. I want to get a couple of sets of these and nestle them into my interior of my house, as well as putting them outside.
Yeah, these are rated for outdoor. These are our little girl bunnies in metal raincoats. This is all metal work, but it is a new design in metal that I have not seen done in forever. It's the ability to take an actual pattern, as if it were fabric, and it's transferred onto the metal, and then each one of these is done in like a flat finish instead of shiny.
Yes.
And I've got a choice of the blue or the pink, but I will tell you the pink is already limited. That's all done in metal.
It is. It's all metal artwork, and there is that print transfer. We've done it on the very bottom of the raincoat. This one, the pink one, is holding, we call them Maisie and Daisy. That's what Nancy and I have named them. She's holding on to a little watering can. So unlike the bunnies that you've maybe seen in your garden, these are the ones that are going to help your garden. They're going to not eat your plants, which I love. But Ginger, look at how adorable.
Just for them to have made this little watering can.
I know.
They had to take a piece of metal, turn it into a funnel. It was welded onto the bottom. There is a bottom to this.
So much detail.
They had to make the little cap. There's so much going on.
And let's even look at the bottom. Look at their feet.
You know how.
And those little, they look like sloggers, don't they? So cute, right?
Yeah, they do. They're rain boots.
They're so cute.
You know, we stereotype. Normally bunnies are fat.
Yes.
You know, chubby little bunnies. I love that they did such a skinny silhouette.
I do too.
And look at their ears. And I'm going to turn this one around.
Yes.
These are all hand hammered.
Yes.
The paint job on it is exquisite. They are adorable.
They are just adorable.
This is new. Being able to do these fabrics now on metal. It's actually almost like a clear applique.
It is. But it's completely treated. So these, don't be afraid to put these outside.
It won't fade.
Yep, they're completely UV protected. They have that matte finish on them. They look like they are like just aged a little bit in your garden. They have that pastel matte finish. But as you said, the bunny's ears are a little bit different. The blue one has them straight up.
Right.
And
so
the
she's
pink
a little
one,
taller. She's about, the blue is about 28.5 inches in height.
And I'll put
Our pink bunny, which is going quickly,
and I'll put the pink one right next.
A little bit shorter. She's about a little less than 28 inch.
And
I've got to tell you,
she kind of has her head off to the side, like
these two are friends or possibly sisters.
Right.
I do believe they need to stay together.
I do too. Yeah. They're just absolutely darling. I have a 7-year-old little girl who has her best friends, and I could see her out in the garden. She wants to be, girls just want to be exactly like one another. They want to dress the same. They want to do the same sort of thing. The fact that one is holding on to a water can in the pink, the same type of boots, and I'll move those flowers out of the way so you can see those cute little, with their skinny, teeny, tiny little legs that are just, and that's just like the kids. You know, they're just adorable. And then the blue one holding onto a flower, like she just plucked it right out of the garden. That applique, that beautiful print that is right up here on the very top part of the raincoat. And all the way, the top, the bottom, these are just gorgeous. Let's take a walk over here too, because I want to show you how adorable these are nestled in.
Out of all the animals that I've ever seen Plow and Hearth do, and they always do them extraordinarily well, these are the first two that the first thought I thought of was, this should be a cartoon series.
Could be.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I can almost imagine the voices coming out of both of these.
Yeah, you could probably do a little voice for them, couldn't you?
I'm not even going to try.
No, you really could. They are just sweet, precious. What a great gift that this would be. How about instead of giving an Easter bunny, big chocolate bunny, this would be great to give to your grandkids, to give to your kids. Put it in the center, then give them, you could even put little treats on the inside of that cute little watering can and just nestle things all the way around. We do give you a U-hook too, that if you do want to put this in your garden, you can kind of, you know, put it around that backside to stake it in a little bit. They are just adorable.
And they're going very quickly.
100.
The pink is by far more limited than the blue. Exactly what they did here, putting them on a step.
Yes.
I think that these are just wonderful ways to welcome someone into a space. Whether that space happens to be your garden or up near your front door or even in your home. You know, more and more people are starting to decorate for seasons that 10 years ago we didn't even think about.
Right.
And what we thought about, but we didn't decorate. You know, there's such a passion for decorating for Christmas for so many of us that we pull down the lights in January and the house just feels sad. It feels empty.
Oh, I took the wreath off of my door
Right.
after the holidays and immediately put my spring wreath up.
Okay.
Immediately, because
Yeah.
I didn't want to see it bare. And I'm so excited to decorate right now for spring that I didn't want to wait. And, you know, we think about Easter, we think about, you know, the spring and the fun. I want to decorate immediately. And, you know, I think we had the first week out of January, we had that warm weather.
Yeah. It was crazy.
It was
in January, we had a
crazy.
60-degree day.
But it
here in
inspires
Philadelphia.
you to go out and
Yep.
want to decorate. You want to go out and garden. You want to get out and get these cute little pieces. And that's Plow, they just do a great job. Look at the little cheeks. They have little blush cheeks. That little orange nose is just so cute.
If,
little pink
if they were
nose.
done in a high gloss color,
I think it would be
something would have
different,
been,
right?
yeah, something would have been lost. And I say this all the time. It's actually much difficult to take something brand new and make it look old than it is to take something
I've
old
heard-
and to
yep,
make it
you're
new.
right, you're right.
So if you look closely, and people will, when you get these at home, you'll
see the
touch it all.
Yes.
You can see the hand hammering here that was used to take this piece of metal and bend it and sculpt it to make the face.
Oh, completely.
Now, every one of these has to be a little different than the other because they're all made by hand.
Right.
But there is a tremendous amount of detail that went into making this little girl.
Even the little hands,
Look
they
at
have
that.
that little touch of blush on the little paws.
That's
It
true.
just
Bunnies only have 3 fingers.
So cute. And as you put the two of them together, and I really agree with you. They just look adorable when you get them in the pairs.
Alone, they're cool.
Alone,
Together,
they're cute,
they're
they are
great.
And you can think of, you know, if you have grandkids, if you have two girls, or even like myself, I have one little girl, but she has her best friends.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't think of going out and doing anything out in the garden without her best friends. And wearing this adorable raincoat with the hat up on the top, that beautiful print that has been transferred onto the metal, that matte finish to give it that pastel, real spring feel to it.
And you can tell they're hand painted. I mean,
you
can
can
see the brush strokes. Again, this is the
Oh,
back.
yes.
You can see the brush strokes.
So
on it.
pretty.
All of that is the hand hammering to be able to shape this so that it can come together so they can weld a seam there. This, to me, is what Plow and Hearth does better than anybody
Yes.
else. We still live in a day and an age where everything is mass-produced and manufactured. Artists don't manufacture, they create. And I think having this out in your garden, next time a buddy, a friend, a family member comes by and sees them, it's going to make their day.
It's going to make their day, for sure. This is something that is a little bit different, and that's what Plow and Hearth is known for, giving you those unique pieces that you wouldn't see anywhere else. And Nancy likes to say that gardening is a competitive sport, and she's right.
I told her it was a full contact sport.
It could be.
Right, okay,
It could be.
But there's different aspects of the gardening.
Yes.
To me, tomato growing has nothing to do with growing tomatoes.
Oh,
It is to
no.
purely shame my neighbor across the street, who I love, named Tony. Okay.
As you're sitting out in the front of the yard eating that juicy tomato.
To grow bigger, sweeter
So
tomatoes than my neighbor Tony is the whole goal of gardening. I know that's shallow, but I never said I wasn't.
So
This
adorable.
part of the garden is much more of the joy
It is.
of the experience of what a garden can be.
it is.
Look at that little.
It gives you a smile.
Yes.
It's just one of those things when you're walking up to someone's front door. It sets you apart from everyone else. It makes your house a home.
How many times
It's warm and cheerful.
Have you seen something and your first question is, where did you get that?
Yeah, exactly.
You'll hear
I'll
it.
never
You'll hear
tell.
it often. It's an investment of under $40, $37.58, because we've got our big home and garden renewal day today. Everything that is garden related has 5 easy pay payments. So enjoy this, have fun with it. That's beautiful.